algorithm. This algorithm has a little bit more detailed steps, but they make more sense when you actually do the problem. So our first one says multiply the top factor by the ones place of the bottom factor, right to left. Over here, if I look at these two numbers, my top factor is this one. My bottom factor is this one. A factor is pretty much just saying that I have two numbers multiplied together to get some type of product in here. Step 2 says drop a 0 and cross off any carries that you've used. I'll explain that when we get there, but I will have to drop down a 0 later because this is a 3, but it's actually a 30. Repeat number 1, except with the next place value. So I'm going to start with the ones place. When I finish the ones place, I'm going to move on to the tens. If I had another number here, it'd be the hundreds. Finally, I'm going to add at the end. So let's go ahead and take a look at this problem. First, I'm going to take my ones place of my bottom factor and I'm going to multiply right to left on the top. So 7 times 8 is 56. I'm going to carry my 5 and drop the 6. 7 times 1 is 7, but then I have to add the remainder. So I'm going to have 7 times 1 is 7 plus 5, which is going to be 12. I'm going to drop the 2, carry the 1. I then have 7 times 5, which is 35, plus my carry, which makes it 36. Since I have nothing to carry on to, I'm going to drop both numbers down. I am now done with number 1. Number 2 says drop a 0. Right here, this is worth a 30, so I'm going to hold the place value at the 0, where I have 30. I'm then going to cross off any carries that I already have, because I've already used them. And I don't want to use them again to confuse myself. You can also cross off the 7 if you really want to. That tells me that I'm ready and I'm moved on to the 3. Now I'm going to repeat the process where I'm going to use my 3, but I'm going to go right to left. So I'm going to do 3 times 8, and 3 times 8 is 24. So I'm going to carry the 2, and I'm going to drop down the 4. Next, I'm going to do 3 times 1, which is 3, but then I have to add the 2, which is 5. Finally, I have 3 times 5, which is 15. So there's nothing to carry on to, so I'm going to drop both of them down. My last thing, since I don't have any more numbers here, I'm going to go ahead and add them. 6 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11, so I have a 1 here, and I'm going to carry a 1. 3 plus 5 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. And 1 plus nothing here is 1. So my answer is 19,166.